Hello, my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play of Homestuck. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we just finished Openbound Part 2, and now it looks like we're in another pause section here. So let's go ahead and jump into page 5309. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day today as we put pause to A6I3. After what? Another hour? Another hour of bumbling through the afterlife with very little to show for your efforts? You decide to pause the game again. You can only spend so long powering through the dead troll equivalent of an unpleasant high school reunion without making a trip to the load gapper, or fixing yourself a little snack from the hunger trunk. There's definitely someone else we should be checking in with right now. Someone we are all desperate for an update on. And that someone is... Who's it gonna be? Oh, this guy! This is the guy who you are now being. Jack? Really? I wonder if Jack and Lord English have a major part to play. You would assume so, right? Look at the one coming after him, too. The feisty male woman is still chasing you. Unbelievable. She hardly seems to care at all that something is causing reality to shatter around you. For a moment, you thought you and she might be able to reach an uneasy truce. To stand together, if only for a moment, and assess the ominous cracks spreading through the void. Maybe even take some time to get to know each other a little. And try to bury the hatchet. You are so tired of running. But no, she is as furious as ever. What did you even do? Just a couple of routine murders, which was 2 years ago already. The ring hath no fury, you swear. She is never gonna stop. Her delivery is justice, and as you know all too well, nothing stops the mail. You need to find somewhere to hide and rest for a while. There. Boink. Fiery raining comets? All buildings, though, and objects. Ah, it's a lot of dead people. Is this a chessboard? Oh, what the heck? There's a lot of chessboards. It's like a it's like a game of hide and seek now. Ugh. I remember him. Oh, what used to be him. Is that a smiley face over here? Eesh. Oh, there's the broken head of the frog. What's with all this decapitation? One left. Ah, another dead person. It's like dead bodies everywhere. Golly. That's very pretty. That aurora. Oh. Look at that image. Oh. Okay, I know where this was. Yeah. We remember this very well. Treasure chest. You got a pop-o-matic really who hammer. Look at the 8-bit version of him. Wait, what's this? His blood went away. He's awakening? He's awakening. And he looks mad. Give me that hammer. Sweet catch. To combat. Bonk, 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 bonk. Push him back. Push him back. Oh, look at this. It's so cool. It's like you're fighting on the stars themselves. Clobbering time. Ooh. It's got him. Strangling him. Hey, this isn't supposed to have strangling in it. That's Fatal Frames thing. It's about to kill him again. Oh, that looks bad. Wait, what? Wait, what? Where did you learn that trick? Huh? Wait, what? What is up with you? What is going on here? Hi. Distraction. Bonk! Health vial. Oh. Ridiculous hat. Fits right over his ears, too. Ah! Huh? Facepaw ×1 combo! What's going on? Why'd you let him go? I love the ridiculous hat. Hey, you got me the ridiculous hat! I like the ridiculous hat. Psych! Aww. Oh, he's tracking it with his eyes. Look at that. There was no sound on that, right? No. It would have S-Sex if it had sound. Oh, it's a crash car. Where's John going? He left his hammer behind. John? Egbert? John? Okay. This is weird. All it is just the horse's name in the background. Okay. Horses just got a lot more in your face-ish. Just a lot of pages of weird, moody horse garbage. Is that Gamzee? A ring of power. Or just a ring. One boom to bruise them all. Zzz. Tavos. Oh, that's Tavos. My bad. Thought that was Gamzee. My bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. Hey, so at first. Huh? Give it to me. What, the ring? Yes, it's mine. Who are you? I'm your worst bad dream. If you don't return my treasure, I found it, snuggled it in the sand, being pretty and gold by itself, and I want it back. So you found it here, like exactly where I just found it, but then, instead of picking it up, you fell asleep. Oh, and you put it that way. I sound stupid, but yes. Sorry, buddy. As the age-old saying goes, you snooze, you lose. I never heard that age-old saying in my culture. So screw your lingual heritage and give me the ring. Why were you even asleep? I was tired. This is such a dumb place to fall asleep, dude. Treasure hunting is hard. She has me working like a bark fiend. Who? My mate spirit. That means girlfriend. You ignoramus? I know what it means. No offense, but you seem like kind of a lame troll. I don't think we ever talked before. Uh, did we? Who cares? Give me my treasure. No way. It's mine, bro. Dang it. Okay, but maybe we can work out some kind of deal. I don't know. This ring is pretty sweet. The price would have to be pretty steep. Wow, you are really putting me on in an uncomfortable and challenging situation. Why do you want this desert ring so bad? Is it magic? I don't really feel magic wearing it. I mean, not any more than usual. I don't know if it's magic. That's how I want it. Well, I'm not giving it to you unless you have a really good reason. It's for private sentimental purposes. I don't want to say. That's cool. Guess I will just enjoy this ring forever as my property. Okay, I'll tell you. You're an awful human, by the way. Yeah, right, dude. Would an awful guy be wearing such a sweet, priceless ring? I don't think so. Oh my god! That's such bad logic. That you're knowingly using it to be a worse enemy. Well, yeah. You sure did explain that, I guess. I want the ring because this requires some laborious explanation. It pertains to human customs, which I had taken time to study as an eternal ghost. The treasure is needed to complete a sort of ritualized pact, having to do with human mating, to cement in stone the romantic matrimonies. Oh, you want to use it to propose to your girlfriend? Yeah, whatever. Haha. That is not really what I was expecting to hear. I thought you were just being a greedy, treasure-grubbing douche. You mean like you? Yeah, but that's a pretty good reason. I I guess I can let you have it if it is going to result in a happy marriage. Okay, then hurry and give it to me. Who is this lucky lady anyway? No, hurry up, there's no time. Look at Friska. Friska with a super small, like, line here. Tavos! She's coming. Who? Give it to me. She can't see it yet. It has to be a surprise. Also, I don't want her to know I got it from a loser like you. Hey, Tavos! Oh my god! Hi, Vriska. Tava! Oh, hi, John. Tavos, I didn't know you were hanging out with John. You should have come told me. But I just woke up from the sand pile and found him here. I had literally no time to tell you because of an argument. What? What are you arguing about? Wait. What do you mean woke up? Why were you asleep? Dang it, Tavos. You can't be slacking off like that. I told you, we aren't screwing around anymore. This is serious business. Um, hey, excuse me, but are you Friska? Hide. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I really should introduce myself. I guess I forgot. I technically never met this version of you. That's all right. It's nice to meet you. Wait, are you a ghost too? Yep. So you're dead? Yes, John. That's what being a ghost means. Okay, I'm still confused though. Sorry if I sound dumb, but dream bubbles are still kind of baffling to me. You're really dead? As in the real you? I mean, dang, what the heck am I even trying to ask here? No, I get what you're asking. Yes, the real me, the actual, legit, fully authentic Alpha Timeline Visca. Dead, gone, toast. Oh, so when I meet up with everyone on your troll meteor in a year, that means you'll be a corpse. That's assuming my body was sufficiently preserved during the trip. Which, now that I think about it, I guess it was. It must have been because other unspeakable prototyping atrocity couldn't have happened. That piece of garbage clown. I still have no idea what the deal was with us. He's completely lost his mind. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Honestly, I'm surprised you hadn't already heard I was dead, one way or another. It's kind of old news. Then again, those things are all relative, so who knows? Oh, the dots? Are you okay? You seem sad. Well, yeah. It's always sad to hear that a friend died, even if you find out about it from their ghost. I guess so. Also, I had kind of thought that when we all arrived at this new session that we were, going to like hang out or something. Oh yeah, that's right, we were. But then I got stabbed through the back, which to be fair, was good for the party. So the media could make the trip in the first place and keep this whole crazy sequence of events intact. Not gonna lie, I made some mistakes. Wow, what even happened out there? Just some pointless, deadly teen drama. Mostly brought on by ourselves, all about acting like juvenile idiots. Like I said, old news. Very old for me. I've been here for a pretty long time now. A lot has happened since I died, John. Did you know the little rendezvous we planned sort of already happened? I mean, in a way? Wait, what? It did? Yes, with your ghost. Huh? I mean, the ghost of one of your alternative selves, who died along the way doing some stupid thing. Actually, he and I dated for a little while. Oh, hold on. What's this? About dating who? Grown, here we go. Why did you tell me about that? Tavos, I have led a rich and complicated life and death, and I can hardly be expected to tell you about every little thing that's been through. Besides, you should have already known this about me. Why? Because we shared a sprite body once. We briefly had access to all of each other's memories and feelings, so if you hadn't taken the chance to dig that out of my memory, you only have yourself to blame. No, but that hardly lasted any time at all. And there were a lot of overwhelming experiences all happening at once. How could I try to remember all of your memories before we exploded? Well, all I can say is I managed. I took the opportunity to remember pretty much all your memories. I was in and out like a minute, and now all your life experiences are mine. That's not fair, because you're smarter than me and more cunning. Them's the breaks. Wait. I'm with Tavos here. I think we should back this up a bit. So my alternate reality ghost dated you? Is that the one that went like off on that mission and like died? Like way back in the early part of the game? Stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Yes, that, but what? Vriska, this is a very bizarre and insulting fact to me. Why? Because, man, I don't know. It just is. You say we dated for a while, but like, I didn't even get to remember doing that. I think that's mostly what's so weird about it, you know? Hey, we apparently did get to remember the results of a lot of choices we actually didn't make. Again, see, the breaks. Well, can you at least tell me what happened there? Like, how did that go? It was fine for a while. It didn't really work out. Oh. We crossed paths every now and then. After that, things stayed pretty friendly between us until he died. What? Wait. What do you mean he died? He was murdered. You mean his ghost died? Yes. As in, he just doesn't exist at all anymore? Like, dead? Dead? Yes, dead, for good. I don't, like, how does that even, who killed him? Was it Jack? Jack? Are you kidding? No, John. Jack is barely in the picture as a threat anymore. He's just more old news. That's a really weird line to hear. He is not old news, though. He's still as strong and menacing as ever. I just had an awesome battle with him in this very dream bubble. You did? Yeah, I found him skulking around in memory of my dead dad, and I got really mad. So I let him have it. Oh, I even used the cool hammer you helped me make. Do you remember that? Oh yeah, those are good times when I helped you be great. Yes. The last time I faced him was kind of embarrassing. I let him get the drop on me, and he just stabbed me right away. But this time, I think I held my own pretty well. I even got in one good hit against him. I gave him a solid bop on the head, and the dice roll made him wear a silly hat. That's awesome. One time in an alternate reality, I came pretty close to killing him, apparently. Oh, really? You bet. Too bad it was in a timeline that didn't really count, but it's always reassuring to know that you can put up a good fight against a strong adversary if you ever need to. Now, I guess you know you can too. I guess so. What happened after you bucked him on the head? I bet he was mad. Yeah, he sure was. But a fight was interrupted by, like, another taller white Jack dressed in rags? A white Jack? Well, no. It wasn't actually a Jack. It was someone different altogether who just kind of looked like him with wings and a sword and everything. I think the white Jack was probably a girl. I'm not sure, but that was my hunch. I didn't talk to her or anything. She looked really angry. Anyway, he seemed scared of her, so he flew away and she chased him. Do you know who she was? No clue. Whatever Jack's doing out there in the dream bubble land, he seems to have his hands full with her on his tail. But as you can see, he is far from out of the picture. Okay, that may be, but it sure wasn't nice. It sure wasn't Jack who killed a whole bunch of ghosts out there, including one of yours. I really doubt Jack can even kill ghosts. In fact, I don't think anyone can except for the guy. What guy? Lord English. Who? Wow, John, really? Wow, time to get a clue. Hasn't it ever occurred to you to wonder who the ultimate bad guy this adventure was going to be? Ultimate bad guy? You mean like the last boss? Man, even that way of putting it is a little too pedestrian. I mean, I already beat a last boss. The Black King was the officially sexual last boss for a session. I killed him. This is different. There's always someone stronger. Waiting to be revealed. Jack showed up shortly after that, and he was much stronger. Eventually, the crates got come back, and you find out who was behind every terrible thing that happened along the way. Someone is invariably stronger than every other adversary by a wide margin. The supreme villain. To be honest, I was always kind of waiting for that guy to show up, whoever he was. For the other shoe to drop, you know? There's always a big bad behind everything. A true gamer sees stuff like this coming a mile away. Okay, if you say so. I always kind of thought that Jack was evil and strong enough to be our main antagonist, but if you say there is someone even stronger and more evil, then wow. Yes, I'll admit, I was fooled by Jack briefly. For a little while, I thought he was the supreme menace and I would have to face him in a final showdown. But it turned out that was just a bit of a standard misdirection. He was another step in a typical pattern of escalation involving increasingly insurmountable threats which legendary heroes like us had to overcome to achieve total victory over everything. Also, let's face it, I don't think Jack is all the evil. So much as just a murderous butthole. Trust me, I know the type. But English, that guy's as evil as they come. He's a real deal. Okay. Can I just say something? I still don't know why you're so sure he's the final villain. But because you said so yourself, that there's always someone stronger, alright? So I'm perceiving a contradiction about your facts. And Thomas is like, objection! Tavos, come on. We've already talked about this ad nauseum. He's a big bad. It's so obvious. I mean, maybe there's someone strong out there in a paradox place who knows, but whatever he has nothing to do with this massive extended multiple universe spanning campaign. English was the guy who stacked the whole decks against us from the start. Breaking stuff to go haywire. Wiping out the race. Blowing up universes. Exterminating ghosts. Slaughtering dark gods. And shuddering reality itself. Pretty sure we reached the top floor, buddy. Okay, but all I'm saying is, what if there's someone even worse than that to do speculation? Unbelievable. John, just ignore him. He tends to be contrary just for the sake of being contrary. It's just what he does nowadays. He seems to think it's how you show confidence and assertiveness. The kid that high self-esteem is apparently just saying nah all the time. No, that's not true. See? This is apparently the big last thing learned from sharing a brain with me for a few minutes. In order to feel good about yourself, just be a constant pain in the butt. No, that's not what I learned. Okay. I see what you mean. No, 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 no. Okay, I realize all I'm saying is no, which is just helping me look as right as possible about making fun of me. But I learned in your brain that you aren't always right about everything. You were wrong about lots of things. You were wrong about Rufio. Rufio was real all along. All right, granted. There did in fact exist a person by the name. You aren't spelling it right though. How do you know how I'm spelling it when I'm just talking instead of using letters? He's got a point. Because that's how you spelled it when we used to chat online, dummy. You weren't using enough letters. So, in any case, he doesn't actually represent your self-esteem. It's just some dude. But he makes me feel better about myself when I think of him. So the reality is effectively equivalent to my fraudulent childhood superstition. Lol, whatever floats your boat. You both seem a bit testy with each other. It's kind of funny. Actually, it's a little hard to believe and he are. What? Uh, Never mind, actually. Huh? I take it we're pretty good friends back on your planet. You could say that. There's a pretty loaded history between us. It's probably best not to get into it. None of that matters anymore, though. It was so long ago. You know how it is? Sure? Issues between people seem like such a big deal when they're happening, but when you die and time goes on and on, then on some more. If enough time passes, the stuff that used to be a big deal kind of stops mattering. Okay, full disclosure, I used to do a lot of terrible things to Tavros. Once I launched him off a cliff and paralyzed him, and if that wasn't bad enough, I spent sweeps mocking him for the disability I caused. Ha! Oh yeah, then I killed him. Oh, right. I remember you said you killed someone that you cared about. I guess this is him? Mm-hmm. But like I said, that's such old news now. It might as well not even have happened. Tavros doesn't give a darn about that stuff anymore. Hey, wait. Maybe you shouldn't speak for me. I still kind of think that stuff was all pretty mean, even though it was forever ago. It's just I had chosen to be the bigger man and not hold it against liking you. Ah, John, can you believe this guy? This is the kind of stuff I've had to deal with all the time. Oh God, no! To time out, I'm flagging this Veriska as terrible behavior. Tavros, the bigger man is only actually the bigger man if he doesn't refer to himself as the bigger man. That's kind of the point. Unless the intent is to produce some form of socially awkward comic relief, which, let's face it, it's what all you're about. But yes, that's what I like about you. Yes! I feel like maybe we got sidetracked there. Maybe you should tell me more about this English guy. Frankly, it seems like I'm usually one of the last people to learn about stuff like this. And it's starting to make me feel like a bit of a tool. He's just some hugely overpowered green freak. A time-traveling monster supposedly invincible. Who he is, where he is, what he is, where he came from, none of that really matters. What matters is how we're going to defeat him. That's what Tavros and I have been working on here for some time now. Working on what? Treasure hunting. Oh yeah. What treasure? Yes, okay, I should explain. There's a sort of a plan of motion to be English. It's a three-pronged approach. A number of people out here in the furthest ring are working on different prongs of the strategy independently. The first is a quest to find the lost ghost of some alien girl. She's said to be one of the keys to defeating him in some way. Other people are literally out there working on that right now. If you ask me, it sounds like a really boring approach to defeating him. Who knows if it's even true? Give it to me! Stop that. Keep your hands to yourself. The second is a quest to raise an army of ghosts to challenge him directly in some kind of huge battle route, I guess. From what I understand, the Sam Yahoo out there is busy rounding the people up. I really have no idea how that's going. I usually just hear stuff through the grapevine. That approach doesn't really interest me either. Gonna fall under boring as well. Seems a little heavy-handed, not to mention too slow. Give me the ring! No! Yes, you butt! Dude, you suck at whispering. You said you give it to me! I changed my mind! The third prong is what Tavros and I are busy with, the aforementioned treasure hunt. The legend says that there's some mystical ancient treasure hidden somewhere out here in the furthest ring. I'm assuming it's some kind of weapon. It said that if you use it or activate in some way, he can be defeated forever. The nature of the treasure is pretty vague, actually. But the first rule of treasure hunting, which I'm ready to just make up now, is that it doesn't matter what the treasure is. We had a deal! Quit it! Why are you such a liar? Shut up! I'm keeping it. This is not cool. You're preventing joyful human-style matrimony from happening. Yeah, right. Like, she would even say yes. I don't even think she's really your girlfriend. I think you made that up. Wow, no, wow! These three goals are all tied to the same legend, which I just like how they're fighting over the ring while she's just dropping lore that John asked for, but he's not paying attention because he's fighting over the ring. These three goals are all tied to the same legend, which I've uncovered clues about over time. Legendary stuff is everywhere out here. I'm seriously up to my butt in legend. Heck, I probably even qualify as legend myself. When it comes to solving a big mystery like this, it doesn't hurt that everywhere we go, people are composed of the collective memories of many different adventures. We've explored ancient crypts, networks of burial grounds, desert old tombs, giant pyramids, you name it. Hints about the endgame are hidden all over the place. Really, everyone's pretty lucky. I died, so I could do all the dirty work on this. Let's get real. Nobody's better prepared to take on the treasure hunting duties than I am. Unhand the treasure! It's precious to me, just like my beautiful girlfriend. You're so full of garbage. We're in love together, butthole. There's no way you're getting this ring. Screw you! Now that I have it any other way, this just sounds like the best plan to me. Why bother messing around with an army of ghostly, idiots? Or some shy magic alien when he could go straight for the ultimate weapon? Heck, maybe I'll just walk right up to him, one-shot the guy, and I'll end it all right there. That's how real pro goes about the business. You take any shortcut you find. I am going to wish as super hard as I can that I wake up with this ring. It's probably magic, so I bet it makes my wish come true. I doubt that from happening. Well, if I wish hard enough, that will make it slightly less impossible. Oh, you bastard! You are good! I think someday I will use it to propose to my girlfriend. What do you think about that, wise guy? No, gimme! This is pathetic. Stop grabbing at me. We're messing with what she's saying. We're missing what she's saying. She's going to think we're idiots. Won't you stop? Are you digbats even listening to me? Gosh dang it! Yes? No, you're not. You're squabbling with Towers and it's loud, horrible whispering about some BS. Come on, guys. Am I really being that boring? Am I really starting to understand my ancestors must have felt sometimes nobody ever expects an important explanation? I've already heard your explanation, though. Why are you still whispering, you dummy? Oh, sorry. Both of you, just keep your dang hands to yourselves. Shut up and let me finish my story. Tavas, bring me the treasure maps. Yes, right away. That's a lot of maps. That's a lot of maps. Yes, that's it. Dump them all over the floor about 10 feet away from me, just like that. The sloppier the pile and the further away from me, the better. Great job, Tavas. Thank you. John, come take a look at this. Those are all treasure maps? Sort of. Probably not like any maps you've seen. Check it out. This ought to help you understand how frustrating this treasure hunt really is. It's blank. It's like Kung Fu Panda. The scroll is blank. John, tell me what you see here. Where? Right here. What is this? This thing I'm holding. It's a black piece of paper. No, John. This is BS of what it is. Oh, well, yes, clearly. This is what a map looks like in the furthest ring. This is what all maps look like out here. Turns out plotting the relative geographical features of an infinite black expanse and pure void is every bit as moronic as it sounds. But that did stop some ancient eldritch, horrible person from doing exactly that. For the longest time, this is all we've had to go on when it comes to decipher the clues and figuring out the coordinates of the legendary treasure. Do you have any idea how hard it is to pin down to the physical location of something out here? Never mind the fact that the physical location of the furthest ring is already a malleable concept. Just imagine what it's like giving someone directions. What do you tell them? Proceed in a straight line, shaped like a perpetually shifting torus knot until you feel a sense of despair transcending all mortal comprehension, then hang a right at the next octopus? There's nothing static out here. No landmarks, no points of reference, nothing. If you want to make any headway in this great big field of F all, someone has to start wrecking some garbage. Would that someone be you? I wish I had that kind of firepower, but no. You wouldn't believe my luck. You see, recently someone's been doing that dirty work for us. Want to know what the kicker is? Whoa! What's all that? The guy's been screwing everything up is the big bad himself. Every time he destroys another dream bubble, he does a little more damage to the first ring, inexplicably shattering the essence of an all-encompassing nothingness. As the cracks spread out across the void, new pencil references show up on our maps. Then we can look at the angles and intersections and all the shapes formed by the cracks and compare them to our notes on the various riddles and clues we discovered about the path of the treasure. It's actually a little like how in old times on Eternia... Pirates? Yes. Pirates. Pirates used to navigate by shapes the stars made. Constellations used to have a lot of significance in our culture, not just guiding explorers on their journeys to physical destinations, but guiding them on the choices they made in life pertaining to fate and all that. Not that humans would really understand something like that. Yeah, that's kind of what we used to do. I actually found this situation to be pretty funny. This guy's ego must be astronomical. Classic case of unchecked hubris, paving the way for his own downfall. I didn't even need to build a wall to trap him. I mean, a web. Web? Yes. Build a web to trap him. He's just went ahead and started building his own. Talk about a lucky break. Oh. Oh, cool. That is pretty neat. So does that mean you know where the treasure is now? No, because the map isn't complete yet. Here's what crafts so we can plot the rest of the course. All we're able to do now is head it in the right general direction. So, ironically, in order to prevent reality from being destroyed, we need to wait for it to be damaged further. In fact, we're better off encouraging it. Encouraging it? Wait, what? You mean like making him mad so he breaks more nothingness? Yes, but it has to be strategic. We have to somehow lead him in the direction of the place we want him to damage. Specifically, the place where the route dead ends. Wherever we need new points of reference to keep going. So that means you have to tick him off, I guess. Not really. He's already ticked off. I think it's just permanent that way. It's more about getting his attention. He's in the right BB. Like going fishing. BB? 8-8? But to do that, you gotta know what he really wants. Like what motivates him. I mean, besides indiscriminately killing dead children and huge tentacle monsters. I'm guessing you have no idea. I'm guessing you do have an idea what that might be. Sure. The rumor is he's trying to find that dead alien girl I mentioned, and kill her ghost for good. If he catches on to the fact that someone started looking for her too, and thinks we're hot on the trail, he'll probably start following us around and wreaking havoc wherever we go. We just have to make sure we're in the right place when he tries to kill us. Oh, also try not to actually die again while we're at it. Haha. So, the bait is really you? Sort of. It's actually more like a bogus idea that will lead him to the cherub, because we're looking for her too, which we're obviously not. Oh, you looking for Calliope? There's some manipulation involved. Okay, how do you know he'll go for it? I mean, how will you actually know what you're looking for her? That's a pretty good question. I hate to admit it, but I don't have everything quite figured out yet. Yeah. Shh. I'm still talking. But that's never not been the case. It's always. Nice sentence, genius. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm hoping my exploits get spread through the ring by word of mouth. Tales of my legend, yeah? Then once it catches on, he'll come looking for us and then presumably go crazy with his rainbow laser breath. Metaphysical cataclysm ensues. That sounds optimistic. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See, this to me maybe speaks to the danger of having self-esteem that's unreasonably high. Huh. Oh, shut up. I said it's a work in progress. We might need to make a bigger spectacle of ourselves somehow. Get more people involved. I don't know. It does seem like he's drawn toward greater concentration of ghosts. There's still plenty of time to figure it out. That's one thing about being dead. There's always more time. Plus, needless to say, Lady Luck will always be on our side. Yeah, unless you get killed as a ghost. Look at that grin. Well, cool. That was actually a very interesting story, Vriska. You're a pretty good storyteller. You think so? Oh, yes, I think so too. She's gotten much better at stories as a recreational long-term death hobby. Oh, yeah? Sure, we both looked at lessons from our ancestors to improve our souls. Her ancestral awakening has to do with understanding her destiny, to tell long stories of people, and make them listen to all the words regardless of their interest, but by any means necessary. The art is saying optimal tales, by my understanding, is to charge through all conceivable details and excessive minutiae until they are exhausted completely, much like it is a spiritual practice. And extraneous information is treated like the religious words you say over and over again until the brain piece happens. That's, well, one way of looking at it. I don't know about excessive minutia or brain piece, but I was hanging on every word. You guys, you're making me blush. I wish I could hang out with you longer. And maybe even help you with your treasure hunt. But I just know I'm going to be waking up soon. Darn it! Who even knows how long we'll be before we meet again in another bubble? Yeah, well, them's the breaks. Soon it will be mine. Don't mind him, John. He's just being weirdly and tooly again. It was nice to see you and catch up like this. If we don't meet in another dream soon, don't worry. I have a feeling we'll be crossing paths again before it's all over. Warning! Okay, so we have another Following page also contains inline translations of Japanese text. They're inside the game, therefore they aren't properly colored. I have no idea what that means, but I guess we'll find out next time on page 5394. I assume we're going back to, yep. Going back to Openbound. Hey, the 108 Stars of Destiny. We just completed our Suikoden 2 playthrough, so I like the reference here. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. We'll cover this in the next part. If you like what you see here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And I will talk to you again next time on our continued blind let's play of Homestuck. Until then, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video and being the #1 YouTube community in all of YouTube. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear from you. And remember that you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. Always be true to yourself and never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.